is the Landed Property Diary, and thank you for joining us today. I really do hope you've had yourselves a fantastic week. Mimi, I've had a super duper week. Now, it's World Water Day, and we're looking at the importance of having water in the environment. Remember, water is life. Karibuni sana to the show. I am your host, Naomi Mbuvi. Now, to start us off, when it comes to water, what is water? Where do we get water from? And how do we ensure that water works for us? Take a look.
Water. It is one of the most essential resources on our planet, quietly flowing through rivers stored deep beneath the earth or falling gently as rain. Water sustains life in ways we often take for granted. Every year, the world marks World Water Day, a global moment dedicated to recognizing the value of water and the responsibility that we all share in protecting it. For us in Kenya, water plays a powerful role in shaping our environment, our homes, and the future of our communities. From agriculture and construction to everyday living, water supports almost every aspect of life. However, before we explore how water supports land and property developments, it helps to begin with a simple question. What exactly is water? Water is a natural substance made up of two elements, hydrogen and oxygen. It is the only substance on Earth that exists naturally as a liquid, solid, and gas. It forms the rivers that cut across landscapes, the lakes that support ecosystems, and the rain that nourishes our soil. Because without water, plants cannot grow, animals cannot survive, and human communities cannot thrive. Water is also essential in the built environment. It is used in the construction, sanitation systems, landscaping, and in maintaining healthy living spaces within our homes and properties. Simply put, water is the invisible foundation of life and development. In Kenya, water comes from several natural sources that sustain both rural and urban communities. One of the most important sources is our rivers. The Tana River, the longest river in the region, supports millions of people by providing water for farming, hydroelectric power, and domestic use. Kenya is also home to large freshwater lakes that are vital to the region's ecosystem and economy. Among them is Lake Victoria, the largest lake in Africa and an important source of water, food, and livelihoods for communities across East Africa. Rainfall is another critical source of water. When it rains, water flows into rivers, fills reservoirs and dams, and slowly seeps into the ground where it replenishes underground water reserves known as aquifers. In many parts of the country, especially in rural areas, boreholes are drilled to access this underground water. Urban areas rely heavily on dams and reservoirs that collect and store water before it is treated and distributed to homes and businesses. For residents in Nairobi, one of the most important water sources is the Ndakaine Dam, which supplies a significant portion of the city's water needs. These natural and engineered systems work together to ensure water reaches homes, farms, and growing urban developments. But as cities grow and populations increase, the demand for water continues to rise, and that is why the conversation today is not only about where we get our water from, but also how we ensure water works for us in a sustainable and responsible way. For homeowners and property developers, water management begins with smart design. Simple systems such as rainwater harvesting allows homes and buildings to collect and store rainwater from rooftops. This water can also be used for cleaning, gardening, and other non-drinking purposes. Grey water recycling systems can also help reuse water from sinks and showers for irrigation, reducing waste and lowering overall consumption. Landscaping choices can make a difference as well. Planting drought-resistant plants and creating green spaces that require less water helps maintain beautiful outdoor environments while conserving a precious resource. Beyond construction and design, water conservation also begins with our everyday habits. Fixing leaking taps, using water-efficient fixtures, and avoiding unnecessary wastage are simple steps that help protect our shared water resources. While these actions may seem small, their collective impact is significant. When water is managed wisely, it supports healthier communities, more resilient environments, and sustainable property development. So as we observe World Water Day, it is a reminder that water is not just a resource we use. It is a resource we must protect, and the choices we make today about how we source, manage, and conserve water will shape the future of our homes, our land, and our environment, because when water works for us, communities grow stronger, landscapes flourish, and the place we call home remains sustainable for generations to come.